Hey, welcome back, Rankers. Before we get any further into the show today, I just wanted to put this date in your diary. 30th of October 2014, 11 a.m. I'm doing a webinar, a live webinar, for the first time on my own, not with a sponsored third party, since about 2002, I think. Yes, it's been a while. But we're going to do a 1 hour webinar. Now, 11 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. That's Greenwich Mean Time plus 11 hours. So if you're in Queensland, just remember, you're an hour behind plus 20 years. So before we get any further into the show, I just want you to go and put that time in your diary. I'll wait.
Olha que coisa mais linda, mais cheia de graça. Ela, menina que vem, que passa, num doce balanço, caminho do mar.
Okay, should be enough time. Now, back to the show. Strange thing has happened this week. Well, not so much strange as it is interesting. So this Skype went out to all staff from our head of development, Jin, one day last week. And I won't read it all there for you, but there it is. There's the Skype from Jin. And basically, it was saying that, hey, guess what? Since we've started doing the HTTPS setup of some clients and redirecting the other non-HTTPS site, or the HTTP version of the site, to the HTTPS, we're starting to get these notifications within Google Webmaster Tools that's saying, you know what, you should set up not only your www.https, but your non-www.https and your www with a HTTP and with without the wwws. So Google Webmaster Tools is now giving messages to people in Webmaster Tools that says you should be setting up basically 4 sites, verifying 4 sites within Google Webmaster Tools. So we've been scrambling, as you can see, over the last week. We've been doing a lot of these, just going through and setting up everybody's site with the 4 different versions of the site. So, to give you that, context again, so Google is saying that HTTPS is now a ranking boost. They've actually said they've built it into the algorithm. Despite what you might read, we've done a couple and we're starting to see over time, once Google's finished crawling the entire site, we are starting to see several little bumps. I mean, I'm not talking huge, mind-blowing lifts in rankings. I'm talking, if you're on the front page for a phrase, you might get 2 or 3 spots, which is pretty good if you're on the front page. Because what tends to happen with SEO is that, it's easy to get to sort of top 20, top 30, and then after that you begin your climb. So if you're already on the front page for a given phrase, and you get 2 or 3 bumps just by changing to HTTPS, you're going to do it every time. Now, before you say, hey, StuartMedia.biz is not HTTPS, Jim. Well, it will be in the not-too-distant future. And, as I've said, we've planned out the scheduling of doing that, as well as a couple of other things. But we're definitely going to be doing it for our own site. But, of course, clients come first. So what you need to be doing is you need to verify 4 sites in Webmaster Tools. You're saying, what are the 4 sites? Well, the first one is www, whatever your site is. Second one is without the wwws. The third one is the HTTPS with the Ws. The fourth one is the HTTPS without the Ws. And they should all redirect to just one of the HTTPS one. Most sites, it's going to be HTTPS www, because that's probably what all their stationery says. That's probably what all their backlinks say. I'm not a big fan of that. It doesn't really matter. Wherever the backlinks are going, that's where you should be redirecting though. And so, for instance, if you had your website was at www.whatever and you're moving into HTTPS, you just got to make sure that old site www is now redirected to the HTTPS version. And yes, you will see some jumps in sites. Now we've gone in ranks. Now we've gone through and previously alerted you to, hey, Google's saying this is what you should do. The difference now is that it's inside Webmaster Tools. The other thing that we've seen inside Webmaster Tools this week, and this could just be, I don't know, maybe it's the nature of the people that we deal with, but I've never seen this sort of notification in Webmaster Tools before, and that is a notice of DMCA removal from Google Search. Now, DMCA is a Digital Millennium Copyright Act, and no, it's not an Australian act at all. It is an American act. So basically, for this particular client, Google's saying, hey, guess what? We've received a complaint against your content under the act, and we're removing that particular result from search. Now, you don't want to get a lot of these. You don't want to really get any of them. For this client in particular, they have all the rights that they need. I know they have all the licensing and all the rights, but someone has lodged a complaint against them. But once again, it's the first time we've seen that come up in Google Webmaster Tools. So if you haven't got Google Webmaster Tools set up, and I know there's a lot of you that haven't, then really you need to come to this webinar on the 30th of October, 11 a.m. Now, if you want to book for that, because we've only got limited spots, of course, because that's all the bandwidth we can afford. But I think we can take up to 50, something like that. Just send me an email, jim@stuartmedia.com.au, or tweet me at jimboot, or leave a message on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Melbourne SEO. There's a number of ways you can reach us. If you want in on this, we're giving away the farm at this webinar, in that there are no tricks. I'm not going to try to flog you anything. Well, actually, I might try to flog you anything at the webinar because it's free. But I'm going to give you some gold. If it's going to be suited to people who, I just want to know how I should be getting a page ranked. What are the things that I need to do on my site and with Webmaster Tools just to get a page ranked? So we're not going in depth into code or anything like that. It's going to suit people who are business owners, people who maybe just starting off with a new site, because I got a question, which was a really good question, and there were so many things to answer each week. But this was a really good question from Andre Silva. Hey, Jim, can you make a video about how a new website can rank, a brand new website? Well, we're going to look at that as well in the webinar. So 30th of October, make sure you email jim@stuartmedia.com.au, Jimboot at Twitter, or Melbourne SEO on Facebook. And we're going to answer all these questions, but if you don't have Webmaster Tools set up, get it set up now. Get it set up before then. It's really easy to do. This is how easy it is to set up Webmaster Tools. All you really need to do, and let's just go and do one. Let's just go and add a new site. So basically, go into Webmaster Tools. Oh, you'll need a Google account. Okay, if you don't have one of those, then wow, good for you. But you'll need one to do this. So let's just say I want to set up, I don't know, jimsSEO.com. There we go, that's what I want to set up. And it will say, oh, do you want to verify that site? And one of the easiest ways, and this is the way I find easiest to do, is to download this HTML verification file. It all sounds quite complex, it's not. It's quite easy. You simply download that file and upload it to your web server. The other thing that you can do, if you know how to do it, is go to the alternate methods tab and you can add a HTML tag. Now this is quite easy to do in sites like content management systems like WordPress. You've got to muck about a little bit to find out where you do that. So there's a number of ways you can do it. Or you can, if you've already got Google Analytics set up, you can connect your Google Analytics account up to your Webmaster Tools. So there's a number of ways you can do it, but it's pretty easy to do. You don't really need a web developer to help you set up Webmaster Tools, but get that set up because there's a lot of information, a lot of messages coming through from Google now, and if you're getting penalized and you think you're getting penalized, you're not going to know for sure unless you have Webmaster Tools set up. And that's it for this week's show. We'll see you next week. Thanks very much. Bye.